Hi there, this video will instruct you how to make a sample flower using the Clover 2022 mini flower template. And for this one, you're going to cut your petals according to the instruction document. So if you are using a cutting machine, you will upload the files to your library and then insert them into a project. So you'll insert the 4-petal one, a sepal, and both centers, and a 3-petal. And then you're just going to duplicate the images and create the sizes in there and save the project. So there's going to be 2 of them of the same size, and again, cut them according to the instruction document that I provide with images. So we're going to roll all the petals up. So we're going to use a little bit wider dowel rod. We're going to place the dowel rod down on top, thumb and index finger, holding it in place. Pinch it up with your other hand and roll it. So since these 2 petals are the same size, I can roll them at the same time. And we're rolling the entire petal. Pinch it up and roll. Our next size one, we're going to do the exact same thing. We're going to pinch it up and roll. So place the dowel rod down in the middle of the petal, thumb on top, index finger underneath, pinch and roll. Pinch and roll. And then the 2 smaller ones, I'm going to use a smaller dowel rod, thumb on top, index finger underneath, and these are the 3-petal ones. And these are the same size, so you can roll them at the same time. Okay, so we're going to create our center before we create our flower. So you're going to cut one of center 2 at the size provided. We're going to use our quilling tool, slotted quilling tool. We're going to thread it on, roll it towards you a little bit, and you want to add glue. You can use craft glue or hot glue like I am. Be careful with the hot glue. Roll it towards you. Add some hot glue at the end. Pull it off your quilling tool. And now we're going to roll, this is center 1, so it's a shamrock. We're going to roll the center. Now if you wanted to, you could just use that as your center. You can keep it super simple, or this one, we're going to add this into the center here. And we're going to set that to the side. We're going to style our sepal. So take the smallest metal ball stylus out of the 4 tools, draw a line down the center, and then draw lines towards the center. Do this to all 3 leaves. And that embosses the veining on there. Now you can also go over it with a wider one if you want, and that just kind of embosses it a little bit more. It's almost like you're coloring the leaf. And then I like to pinch the top. You can also roll it with a dowel rod. Now the template does come with a single leaf, so you can do the exact same thing. If you were stemming the flower, you would just go straight down the center and draw lines towards the center. Or you can use these for another project. Super pretty. Okay, so now we're going to assemble our flower. Take the large 2. One of them we're going to roll the center. Add some hot glue. And we're going to place it in between. So looking at these 2 petals, we're going to straight down and place this petal right in between. So we're filling in the empty space and press. Take our next one. We're going to roll the center to lift those petals on our flower shaping mat. We add our hot glue right to the center. And I'm going to just turn it, rotate it slightly. And again, I'm going in between the top two petals. I'm looking at this one, come straight down and press. Now we're going to take our two smallest. We're going to roll the center with a smaller metal ball stylus. It lifts them up. I'm going to take my center. Add a little bit of hot glue. Doesn't matter which one. They're both the same. Glue it in the center. And then we're going to fold up and around. Twist slightly. Add your hot glue, and now glue it into your second smallest. So looking at a petal, place it in between. Come straight down. When I do that, I'm looking at the side ones. It's just easier. Fold up and around. Now you can make this in any color. As you can see, I use green and yellow I did green for a clover for St. Patrick's Day look, but this is a little bit more realistic flower looking, white or a wedding flower. Nina Bright white with Astra Bright's yellow. Looking at a petal, place it in between. And then just open it up slightly. Now, if anything shifts, just open it. Just move them around just a little. Okay, now if you were stemming the flower, simply punch a hole in the center. Now let me see if I can find some stemming wire. So I use 14 gauge wire. You need needle nose pliers. So just take the tip and bend it around. Now I do have a video on YouTube here that shows you how to do it. And then I just bend it perpendicular. You thread the wire, and then I add glue to the bottom and adhere it there. And then you add additional glue and glue it to the bottom of your flower. And then you have it stemmed. But for our purposes here, I'm not doing it, so I'm just going to add some hot glue. But since I punched a hole, I don't want to get it in there. And then just place it in between. And there you have it. So whether you want to do some fun colors or a more traditional color, it's up to you. Thank you for watching.